This is our wet testing facility, so every drum, everything that's made out of polypropylene.
Right, can I put yours on?
Give it a bit of a go myself, to be fair with you.
So I'm Andrew, the manager of Burtons Aquatics. Probably our most popular drum, the BD500. Nice staple drum.
This little kit allows you to make up your own beneficial bacteria. Got a hell of a lot of work to do to get to this stage to start with.
We go this way, I'll show you from start to finish how we make these drums. For that BD500 actually, this is the controller for that. It's cutting some drums.
There's a forklift inside of here. Certainly got a steady hand there, mate, for sure. Not allowed in there.
No, not allowed in there.
Not even the Whisperer's allowed in there.
Sorry, no. Especially not the Whisperer.
Not the Whisperer. So it's not just the drum that gets tested, the control panels get tested. I haven't gone all the way down either, I'm literally doing a line. It does look very tidy, I've got to admit.
Yeah, so we've got the different sizes. And this would be sheet metal.
Right then, so what's behind here? But yeah, this is the one that we actually purchased when we come up last time and we bought it, didn't we?
The pre-filter, water should come out of it. Several bays, all fully loaded.
Oh my days.
The hobby must be alive and doing well.
Found a little prize we can give away.
Yeah, so I'll give you one of these.
Yeah, happy days. Fully working unit. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. James the Koi Whisperer.
I'm Mrs. Whisperer.
So today you've joined us here at Burton's and we got a bit of a special treat for you. So when I was at the BKKS show, Andrew, he kindly invited us up. So we actually travelled down last night. We stayed over in a banging hotel. Yeah. We also had a banging breakfast this morning. But we've turned up here early this morning. It says reception over there. So we're going to go in, and the whole idea of this video is to show you how they make drum filters for your koi pond. So that being said, hopefully you can enjoy the video. But one thing I do want to add, it is a working factory. There is people here. So if you've got your headphones on, or if you've got your TV up, full blast, just bear in mind that some sounds or some clips might be a little bit noisy in certain places. That being said, hopefully you can enjoy the video. After you, love.
Thank you.
Don't always do that, mine.
Let's sign in.
Well, you can sort mine out, love.
Yep.
Yeah, got the old visitor pass.
Just put yours on.
Well, let's go and have a look.
Let's go find Andrew.
Oh, you found us, James?
We have, mate, yeah. Happy days. I'm up here today, do a bit of filming, mate, if that's all right.
Yeah, certainly. So I'm Andrew, the manager at Burtons Aquatics. We manufacture drum filters. We do lots of other things, but Burtons Aquatics physically manufacture this product in-house in the UK and fully support the product in the UK.
What sort of models and types do you do here then? For myself personally, by having a few on my own pond.
Yeah, you've got a couple, haven't you?
Have you got those models here as well, which we can show people?
Not in this bit, but we've got similar models. So we've got our small cube filter, which is a 30,000 litre an hour drum filter.
Nice, very tidy indeed.
There's a little built-in UV, which is really important in a drum, having a UV. Probably our most popular drum, the BD500. 55,000 litres an hour can go through this. Nice staple drum, 3 inlets. You can put 2 30-watt UVs in it. Comes with this nice control box where you can plug your pumps and the UVs in, so it kind of all communicates with it.
And is that an added extra, or does it come with the unit?
That's compulsory, it comes with it, yeah.
Tidy, very tidy indeed. And right next to it, this is like a bio tank, I imagine. This is the same one as what I've got.
This is exactly the same one as you've got. It pairs quite nicely. So the BD500 is the same size drum as you've got, but you've got the one with the TF, so the extra sprays. So this is the kind of the paired bio to that size drum.
And with the air stones in the bottom, do they come supplied, or is that an added extra?
It's an optional. Not everyone wants it. Some people want to put air bars in it. Some people want to put discs in it. So we've designed it for them air stones, but everyone has preference. So we kind of like to leave the product so people can kind of do their own thing with it. Obviously nowadays people got so many ideas and there's so many different options. You can put 200 litres of media in there, so it's a lot of media for that kind of size bio, so it'll do a hell of a job.
One thing I have noticed as well, and I don't think I mentioned, obviously the change of location and premises where you're to, because the showroom itself looks a little bit smaller than last time I come up and done a video, but it's all compact and everything's in here. So before we talk about all of the other bits and pieces that you've got here, just a little bit of the reasons why you've moved, where you've moved, just so people can find out, really.
So Burton's over 40 years old now. It outgrew the old site, and in every kind of few years they kept kind of getting the next bit, the next building, and it kind of become a bit disjointed where if you wanted to get to one bit you had to go through several different departments. So I think that for a long time they were looking to try and find something a bit more kind of let's start again and put everything where we want it. So now it's one big building, and then the beauty of that is you can kind of go, right, we've got this big building, let's put things in the order they need to be for today, not for 20 years ago. So it's kind of a lot more in symmetry. Every department's got its next section next to it, where before it was a little bit disjointed.
With all that information being said, what about the shower filters over there at the moment? Obviously, I have noticed the stainless steel backy showers that you have there. I have them on my pond as well.
Yeah, you've got 2 of these, I think.
2 of them bad boys, yeah,
so,
fantastic.
Yeah, staple product in our range, really popular product. Can't make them quick enough. We've got a good batch of them coming through at the moment, but yeah, really popular product.
And the shower right next to it?
So that's our polyprop showers. We do them in 3 sizes. This is a 600, we do an 800, and we do a 1 metre, so one's the same size as the stainless.
Obviously you've got all your air bars there, that's something a little bit unique, isn't it?
We make these air bars, it's something we physically make ourselves. We do air stones as well, and the accessories just to aid people that buy the drums and the bios and what have you, but these are something we physically make ourselves. Additional things like we do all the fittings, the rubber fittings and what have you, what you might need for a drum, so...
That's very handy, I suppose. If someone's sort of ordering a drum or purchasing a drum, I can remember when I bought mine the first time that I needed some M caps to cap some bits off, because I only had, out of the 6 inlets that I had, I only needed to be running 4 of them at the time, so I needed to cap 2 off. And it's an handy little thing that is an extra added bonus, that if your customer needs it, you can get it all at once.
Yeah, and it's easier sometimes. People just kind of go, right, what do I need? And we can supply what they need, opposed to kind of telling them you need to go here to buy this, you need to go buy that. So yeah, it's kind of quite nice to have everything kind of together. If people want it, it's there.
Oh, brilliant. All the products down through here, because I remember I've got 2 of these air pumps on my pond as well. Same again, is it just added extra stuff
so
that you've got on your website?
We don't make these. These are the Charles Austin air pumps, which are a competitively priced, quite reliable air pump. So we use them. The Pond Expert pumps, you're probably familiar with those.
Definitely, I had 2 of them. To be fair, can you remember 4 years ago when I made my first order that I got everything all under one roof, ordered the whole lot in one go? Is there anything new that you've got here, or anything new that you do?
I think you've got one of these activators.
Brilliant,
which
mate.
you get the complete with it, which is like your make your own filter booster. We now do the lacto for it as well, so people are familiar with like the lacto kind of products as liquid form. If you've got an activator, you can buy the lacto in powder form. You can actually make your own lacto, which is good because you can make it fresh, and also it's a bit more cost effective. If you do it this way, it works out cheaper than buying the bottles of this all the time.
So for the people that don't know and they're brand new to the hobby, if you've ever heard of beneficial bacteria, basically this little kit allows you to make up your own beneficial bacteria, so you can have it on hand at all times. So if you do need it, if you get an issue or a problem, you can literally brew that up in 24 hours, add it to your ponding, and sort of start the treatment working, really, as such.
And you make what you need. So if you've got a small pond, you just make a small amount. You're not kind of you're not opening a bottle and wasting it, so to speak. So it's quite good for that.
And what's this I've noticed over here? Is this, looks like some sort of dog in there. Is that some sort of filter as well?
No, well, it cleans a dog, but not a fish. So also in here in our showroom, we have the dog grooming side of the business. So loads of people nowadays have got all these kind of fluffy dogs like poodles and cavapoos and cockapoos and what have you. So you need to...
We will have one soon.
Grooming salons all around the country. So we supply the baths, the tables, the shampoos, the blades for the clippers, the tools. We do loads of shows with this side of the business. We do crafts, so it's quite a big kind of part of it. We do all the different types of scissors. So it's burtonsgrooming.com. It's a separate website for all that stuff. Do you want to have a look and see how we put these things together?
I think that would be mental, mate. I think a lot of people will be interested to see the start to finish of how you actually make a drum filter like this.
So we go this way, I'll show you from start to finish how we make these drums. Yeah, so this is the main warehouse for the veterinary side.
This place looks massive.
Yeah, so this bit's not quite finished yet. So we got storage for aquatics, so our drums are stored in these pods, and that pod behind you. 3 pods on the left here are for the machine shop, so some of the machinery.
So obviously still stuff being moved at the moment from the old premises to this premises.
Yeah, there's still a few bits left at the old site. So these are prepped with electrics, heating, water and what have you for the machines that are going in here. So it's kind of, everything was in there, but it all got pulled out at the weekend for guys to go in and do all the electrics and what have you. So we've got some more storage as well for the moment. When you move, there's always stuff everywhere.
Just moving a house is bad enough, let alone moving a business.
Yeah, so
and especially a business of the size of a Burton's business.
Yeah, it's always trying to find stuff. So a lot of this is like the marketing stuff. So when we do the vet shows and what have you, all the equipment they use for the shows. Our R&D department, which you can't look in.
Not allowed in there?
No, not allowed in there.
Not even the whisperers allowed in there?
Sorry, no. Especially not the whisperer.
Not the whisperer. I won't tell anyone.
We've got our assembly room. So this makes a lot of the veterinary equipment, and then some of the koi stuff is made in here, the control boxes and things like that. So these are the main controllers for the drums. You can see here, we're putting together, this is for that BD500 actually, this is a controller for that. So they all get fully made here by us.
Looks very, very technical. I don't know if I could do that job, mine.
Once they're made, they're all tested before they go through to the next section. One of the larger controllers in the stage before the wiring. All the components are put in, measured and checked that it fits for the lid placement, so the lids get modified to fit these. Then once it's finished, it goes through to the wiring side.
There's loads of them that is all pre-done here as well.
Yeah, there's a few different sizes there.
Definitely know what you're doing, mate, don't you?
So this is where the really interesting part happens, when we actually start making a drum.
Wicked. Well, looking forward to this part of the video. The place just is massive though, isn't it? You walk through buildings and just keep going on and on and on.
It is a bit endless at times. So this is where we do the plastic welding, plastic kind of laid out for all the next lots of drums, and where we actually fully make the drums and test the drums as well.
So certainly in for a bit of a special treat here, the viewers are. How drum filters are made from start to finish.
We've got some showers as well, the stainless showers.
They're all made and finished, ready to go out, are they?
They need tidying up, so they've been cut, folded, welded together, and then they get finished before we get them on our side.
These are the shower filters that I do have on my pond as well, so definitely highly recommend them myself. And the whole part of this video, to be honest with you, is I'm a believer in all of the Burtons products, so by me showing you how it's made from start to finish, it's what you call the absolute shower. Bosh. What we got down through here then, mate?
So the main body of our drums, biotanks, is polypropylene. So I'll show you in a bit where we cut all the polyprop on a CNC machine, and then each drum is like a kit, if you like, and all the kits get put on the shelves ready for the guys to weld up. So we'll have them all kind of laid out with what filters they are. So this is the little cube filter that you see earlier, the small one we do. So this is a 150 combi, what you've got on Mrs. Whisperer's pond.
Yeah, that's it. The pond that I built and she nicked from me.
Well, I'm not getting involved in that. That's for you to talk about.
Yeah. But there's the whole kit ready to rock and roll then,
Yeah.
I imagine.
All ready for the next job. Your polyprop showers. It's fun trying to work out what things are when they're in kind of flat pack form.
Definitely.
So our waste chutes, which are kind of pre-cut, ready to be folded and put together.
Certainly interesting. One thing, I suppose, looking at it like this, one thing I've noticed is looking at it like that actually looks a bit more like a drum filter down there.
Yeah, we kind of, as we go through, and like when you look there, there's probably cut 40 drum filters, which is like the next lot on the list. So it's surprising how much of this stuff we go through, how much material we use.
Mrs. Whisperer's having a bit of a look. So is this finished here then now, the drum filters themselves?
So that's when the guys in plastics, when they finish welding, they put them here, ready for the next part.
So they've basically done all of their welding and then it's sent on to the next room sort of thing.
Yeah, it goes on to the next room to be assembled. So like this one, this is a drum you've got on, this is a TF5, so this is a drum you've got on your main pond.
Is there any chance we can actually see how these drums get welded up?
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah? Right, so we're going to take you in to show you how all of this gets plastic welded up. But I wanted to give everyone the heads up really. I have got microphones on, but all of the rooms here are very noisy, so we're trying our best. But if you've got earbuds in, just to give you a warning. Right then, Andrew, so what room have we got here?
So this is where the plastic welding gets done. So the carcass, the plastic box, this is where the magic happens, if you like. You'll see some which are pre-made already.
That's the auto top-up boxes.
Yeah, they're the top-up boxes.
And is that a finished drum filter there?
Yeah, that's BD5 finished.
So the lads have been banging out a load of work in here by the looks of it.
Yeah, always flat out in here.
Is this where the plastic welding's going to be actually happening? Can we get a bit of a view of that?
Yeah.
Check that out for skills. You can certainly smell it as well, can't you? I suppose it's the heat of the plastic. Certainly got a steady hand there, mate, for sure. As we say on the channel, bosh. You're just going to set me up and let me have a go and see how I get on. Yeah, I mean, even as little as like that deburring tool, I mean, I wouldn't have known the difference of feeling that edge to that edge.
Yeah.
A hell of a difference. You wouldn't know. Definitely going to be interested in me having a go at this anyway.
What we want is a seamless, no holes in it. This is what creates the watertight infrastructure of the box. It's the most important part. If you see any cracks like that, you go back over them and just iron them out.
Certainly a skill anyway. That's why these drum filters look so good. I'm going to have a go, I think. Yeah, I can already see I'm going too deep. I haven't gone all the way down either. I'm literally doing a line. So these guys have got to do this inside of a box. Around the box.
Box section.
Yeah.
You show them box section where you've got to come up and around and underneath.
What I'm showing you is a clamp bit together, which is dead straight. I haven't gone into the corners, and I'll still mess this up, I think.
See how you're digging this corner in?
Yeah, I'm messing it right up, aren't I? That's what you call a bodge job, I think, what I've done there. That's why you leave it for the professionals to do. Because it hasn't stuck there, and I've made a hell of a mess here. So where are we at the moment?
So after the unit's been plastic welded, they get put in storage, and then in here we build the drum. So we pick the plastic unit that we need. There's a few kind of the next lot in here, lined up ready.
And these are all ready to be shipped out, or they still got further?
No, these are the plastic boxes. So these are the bit that you just had a go at. But
which I absolutely...
Yeah, they're slightly more professionally done, but everyone's got a first day. You didn't even want to take it home with you. So yeah, in here we start building the drums.
Wicked. And that's what's happening over at the moment?
Yeah, so this is a TF7. So the drum that you've got, but the next size up.
Happy days.
So the drum's gone in, the spray bar's gone in, the motor's connected, the waste chute's in there.
One thing that people don't understand is the workload, I think, behind everything here. How much detail that goes in behind all of these drum filters is definitely impressive. I mean, even all of the stainless steel cogs that you've got here, I believe from last time, they're all made in-house as well, aren't they?
Made in-house, yeah.
I don't know if there's any chance we could see how all of the cogs are made or anything like that, do you know what I mean?
So we've got the size of drum that you've got, a TF5. That's the drum, which has been geared up, as we call it. So the gear kit's been put on it. The mesh has been put on it, which is one of these. And then the clips and the furniture on the front of it's been put on. And then your drum, being a TF, has got the teeth inside it as well. So
cool.
All the TFs have these teeth as well, just to kind of take out any large bits with it. So that's what's inside. But I think it's hard sometimes, you don't really appreciate what's inside the drum, if that makes sense.
For my first time coming up here, I mean, I just thought you bought that whole unit as a unit, not all of that workload that goes in behind it.
Yeah, no, this would be sheet metal. It turns up to us as sheet metal.
And what's these bits here? This is the bits broken down.
So this is the gear. So it's got 4 different sections, which they're all, I don't know if you can make it out on film, but there's a slight, you might be able to see that letter D.
Definitely, yeah.
So they're all kind of marked, so we know they're all different. They get put in a certain order. There's little spacers to hold the gear in the right position. And then the little gear as well.
All stainless steel as well?
All stainless, yeah.
The quality and everything that you've got here at Burtons is all made in-house, so if anything did break or go wrong, it's easy to get fixed, replaced. Not that it does, I mean, I've had mine on my unit now coming up nearly the 5-year mark, and I've never had to replace not even the wash pump. If anything does, by these things can happen, whether that be down to transport, whether that be down to anything, it can all be replaced.
Yeah, and so we carry so much stuff here to cover obviously the manufacturing needs, but also for backup service for people. We've always got the spare parts on hand.
And what's this behind us now? Or
so this is our wet testing facility. So every drum, everything that's made out of polypropylene, every drum, every bio tank, the top-up boxes, they all get wet tested. So the bio tanks, we obviously just fill them up with water, make sure they're all right, make sure there's no leaks or any problems with them. The drums get a bit more than that. They get obviously filled up with water, leak checked, and then they actually get tested that they turn as we want them to turn, they spray as we want them to spray. The controls respond to the commands that we give it.
And you do that just randomly, or every single product?
Every single drum.
Every single drum.
And it's silly. So like when the spray tips are there, you want a nice even fan. You want them all touching and all in one line. You don't want them kind of like hitting different areas. Well, when we wet test it, we can quickly see that, and we can adjust it, and then get it just right before it leaves the factory.
That's very important, that is. That's amazing as well, the workload that goes in behind the drums before they get shipped out to the actual customer themselves.
So the controllers you see earlier, which were being made, once they get linked up to the drum, they're sat in here and they're programmed for the appropriate drum they're going to be used on. So you can see this one's got a BD500 program into it.
Mega, mate.
They're all fully tested, and then they're put on the drum filters.
That's wicked, that is. So it's not just the drum that gets tested, the control panels get tested for the drum that's going on the drum.
Yeah, so the drum, as long as it turns and sprays and it doesn't leak, there's nothing, that's the brains behind the operation there.
Wicked. And it looks like you've got some more laid up, ready to go for the next system as well. So happy days.
We can turn the drum without the spray.
Definitely. But one thing me and you know, what probably other koi keepers know, what happens when you turn the spray bar on?
Well, it obviously sprays, and we do put a lid on them, but when the lid's not on...
Mrs. Whisperer got wet. But yeah, happy days. Fully working unit. And that shows you how these drum filters work. Water comes out of the waste tray. Watch the spray come through the mesh. That's the pure power of these spray bars. You can certainly tell how they get clean, 100%. So that's what it looks like up the end of a drum filter. So for the people that don't know, with these drum filters, to get that pressure, what sort of equipment do you use for that?
So we use a wash pump, which is run by the controller. They're a simple bit of equipment. They're not high power, so in terms of wattage, so you don't get like your lights dipping in your house or anything like that. And they're really simple bit of equipment. A little bit of maintenance, depending on your water in your area or what else you've got going on in the pond. Every month or so, you just undo the pre-filter. Water should come out of it because it's linked to the thing. You get little gauze, wash it off, or an old toothbrush is great for cleaning these. You pop it back, put the lid back on, and say it takes seconds. And you just do that every drum's different, or every pond's different, but if you check that every month or so, that keeps the wash pump going a lot longer.
Not even 10 seconds maintenance?
Yeah, obviously we put in the instructions to tell people to check that occasionally, but we have people that have maybe had drums for years and don't realise it's there. Not everyone reads instructions, and if you don't clean that out over time, where they're a nice jet and they're kind of touching the next one, you'll see them kind of get smaller and smaller where the pressure's dropping.
Right. And
then that's kind of an indication that you need to be checking your wash pump pre-filters.
So if you have got a drum and if you're thinking about buying one, make sure you clean this out. Happy days. So one thing I did just notice was the spray bars themselves. These are equipment that you buy in, is it?
So we buy the parts in, but we make the spray bars ourselves to our own dimensions. We pre-drill and tap and what have you, the pipe work. It took us quite a while to work out what the right distance should be depending on the drum, so there's a kind of a schedule of what it needs to be, like a pre-measured size.
And if anything goes wrong with any of people's equipment at home, not that it would, but I know myself when I was doing a bit of maintenance by cleaning out the end, that I just actually dropped it into the bottom of the pond itself and it just went missing.
Yeah, we've got hundreds and hundreds of these, so they're really simple. You just twist it, pull it out, and then you've got the O-ring and the tip, and you would just occasionally, if you did see that there's like a line in the spray, you just clean the tips out.
And that's all dependent on where you live in the world, because different people's waters are different, hard or soft,
Yeah.
or whatever's in the water could get a build up to start with.
Yeah, there'll be, the vast majority of people would never probably ever touch the spray tips, they would never need to.
But me being the whisperer, I decided to take mine apart one day because I thought I would do a little bit of beneficial to the spray bar itself. And as I give you that phone call the next day, I needed a bit, didn't I? I dropped it in the pond and then it went straight down into the pump.
Yeah, it's always the way when you start fiddling with things. But yeah, so we carry all the bits here. It's a standard part, so if ever needed.
Does look very tidy, I've got to admit.
Yeah, so we've got the different sizes across the range, from our largest one to our, this is what's in Mrs. Whisperer's pond.
Yeah,
the little
in the
spray
combis.
tips. Yeah, the little 150 combi. We use a different tip on these, but it can sit a little bit closer to the drum.
So for the people that don't know and they haven't seen my video, as we keep reverting to Mrs. Whisperer as well, a lot of people do know Mrs. Whisperer, but there she is over there. She's not a staff member. So this is the drum we keep talking about with the spray tip or the nozzles inside of here. So is this drum finished, ready to go on to the next department?
Yeah, so this is probably, by the looks of it, ready to be tested. Once it's tested, it comes through and straight on a pallet probably and out to the customer.
Happy days. And that's how quick it is. Well, not that it's quick, because you've got a hell of a lot of work to do to get to this stage to start with. But yeah, happy days. But yeah, this is the one that we actually purchased when we come up last time and we bought it, didn't we? Yeah. You happy with it?
Yes.
You don't have to get in there and do any maintenance? Do you think it's worth the value for money?
Yeah.
Happy days, so do I. So yeah, definitely highly recommend Burtons. And like I say, I wouldn't promote something if I didn't believe in it. And do you believe in it?
Yeah.
One thing's for sure, we're going to have a little bit of a look in here. It sounds a bit noisy, but I'm well looking forward to going in. So what type of room's in here?
So this is where the lasers are, so where we cut the stainless steel, and then all the metal work is further down. So you've got your tube laser there.
Well impressed with this room, not being funny. I didn't think or realise you need this type of equipment to build a drum filter. What sort of equipment is it?
So this is a laser cutter. So at the moment, it's cutting some drums. These are the drum skins for a BD 300.
So you can certainly see how quick this machine does its work. Happy days. So how does this come out of this machine then? You got to open the door and grab it out?
Yeah, but I think I'll leave that to someone else to do. Someone more qualified at that than me.
Yeah, might lose your hand sort of thing.
Yeah, so it comes out and sits on this bed, and then they can pick them off.
Happy days.
And we use as much material as possible, so you'll see there's a little gap between the bits, so the scraps go into the scrap bin to be recycled.
There's a forklift inside of here, and it don't even look like it's in it, does it?
No, there's a couple of forklifts normally scooting around, and yeah, compared to some of the equipment, they're small.
Yeah, totally. What have we got leading up through this way then?
So behind this wall is our vehicles department, kind of like the RSPCA, where they want to have like a vehicle with the cages in the back to kind of hold animals.
Right, cool. So potentially we could have a first exclusive. If
What?
I brought Mrs. Whisperer's van or car up, we could actually...
What, a mobile drum?
Yeah, mobile drum filter, put a little pond in there and have a drivable
Well, you
pond.
could have a giant drum in the back of the van, James, and you can go around the country cleaning one pond at a time.
As an exclusive, do you reckon that would be an option?
Yeah, so I think what we'll do, James, we'll get you a van, we'll put a giant drum in the back, and you can drive around the country cleaning people's ponds for them, couldn't you?
That'd be
Just run
wicked.
all the water through the van and back into their pond and take the muck away. You up for that?
Yeah, definitely, mate. Right then, so when you talk about modify vans up here, what do you actually mean, Andrew?
So a van like this will have 2 or 3 dog cages put inside it to the customer's requirements.
Oh,
So
happy
it's all
days.
custom done in-house. Burton's Vehicle Systems, it's a separate part of our company.
The easiest thing for me to do for that, if you pass me the links, I'll leave the links
Up there?
Yeah, right there. I'll put the link there for people. Right then, ain't gonna lie to you guys, but this place is definitely impressive. It just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, so that's all the sheet ready for the next batch of drum filters.
Happy days. And as you guys can see, there's loads and loads of machinery here. I mean, it must have been a hell of a job moving from that other site over to here.
Thankfully, I didn't have to do it. This is where the plastic sheeting that you've seen over there gets cut. So on here, so this is a programmable cutter. So it will cut, you put a sheet of material on there, you program the machine, and it cuts all the panels out, the plastic panels.
That's mental, isn't it? And I suppose this is the man that's running the operations here, is it?
Yeah, this is the guy in charge of that.
Wicked.
So you can see down here, this is all the sheets that have been cut, with all the parts been cut out. So it looks like a giant Airfix kit.
Certainly. So all of this is like, is that wasted material now?
It all goes to be recycled. But what we do is, when the machines are programmed, we put as much on that sheet as we can. So any gaps, we fill it in with other things.
Certainly ain't messing around anyway. Flat out working here today by the looks of it. Certainly impressive anyway. I didn't realise myself personally all of these bits of equipment that you actually need to get a product as good as what you've got.
Yeah, it certainly helps having the machinery to do it.
I don't know what else you want to go and take us on a bit of a tour and have a look at.
We've got a few other little bits and pieces if you want to have a little nosy.
Or should we have a cup of tea first? We said we was having a coffee break, but check this out, look. That's what you call the absolute hammer. Get yourself on some donuts. Bosh.
Yeah, huge amount of waste there.
You just brought me inside of this room, and I'm a little bit blown away because it's massive, but I didn't know if you wanted to let the viewers know what this room's all about.
This is the main warehouse for the veterinary side of the business, which is the main part of Burton's. So all different veterinary equipment. I'm not going to embarrass myself and try and name some of it. Main warehouse for that side of the business. So you'll see there's rows upon rows of all the different items all ready to be dispatched.
And this is sort of like the end product, so this is where everything gets shipped out from as such, everything's finished.
Yeah, so predominantly there is some stuff that we buy, but predominantly it's stuff that we make.
Yeah, the stock that's down through that bay is well impressive.
Yeah, well, it's not just that one. There's several bays, all fully loaded.
Oh my days. So this just keeps going on and on then. You've even got a forklift in here as well.
Yeah.
Well impressive. So is the drum filters in here as well?
Yeah, so they're in one of the aisles as well.
This part of the room, what's going on here?
So this is all the orders that have been picked and packed, ready to be dispatched. So these will be going out today on a lorry to customers.
What's going on in here?
So this is where the kind of section of the warehouse where we store the aquatic stuff. There's not much in here because we're quite full on orders at the moment, so it normally gets made and shipped out straight away. But we carry some showers, skimmers, the bio tanks, and in excess things like our purifiers and some of the stock that we buy in as well.
This is all complete finished products.
Finished products
ready to go
dispatched.
out.
Yeah.
Certainly got a lot of stock here, but like you said earlier on to me, without being on camera, you're constantly inundated with orders and the amount of products that you get coming through the door.
Yeah, we can't at the moment make it quick enough.
Just shows as well the amount of people that's involved in the hobby nowadays. If you're making this much stuff and it's hard to sort of keep up down to a point, just as a good thing for the hobby itself, the amount of people that is actually upgrading their filtration system and making their life so much easier as well.
Yeah, it's definitely positive. Like the amount of product we produce grows year on year, so the hobby must be alive and doing well.
Excellent.
Yeah, there's always more.
Well, where are we to here now then?
So this is kind of like the soft packaging area. So for like the smaller items, not the showers.
Not the
They
showers,
go
yeah.
out on the pallets, but things like the purifiers, the drum cleaners, the blanket weed treatments. This is where they get packed up and sent out to customers.
And this is available for straight off your website direct, or do you prefer?
We do sell direct, but you can go to your local koi shop. There's lots of them across the country now that sell our products. So have a look at your local koi shop as well.
Happy days. And like you said, well, I've just noticed there's absolutely loads of products in here. This is something that I just want to touch on real quick as well. The actual bacteria. I know we did relate to it earlier on in the video, I think it's brilliant the fact of that you can make your own beneficial bacteria at home. I think it's a great idea. And you was also telling me something about the lacto stuff as well.
So the complete is what comes with it, which is where you make your own filter bugs, if you like. You make it fresh. But in the past, a lot of people have probably used the lacto kind of products. There's quite a few different options out there, like the lacto liquids. But if you've got one of these, what you can do is actually buy the lacto in powder.
I've just noticed down through here, it looks like you do also supply the pipe fittings, bits and pieces.
To the trade and to the end user as well. We supply air pumps, rubber fittings, pressure fittings. We carry all those kind of bits. So the guys that want a drum but go, oh, could have a few fittings on top of it for whatever reason for their project, then yeah, we carry it all in stock here as well.
Oh, happy days. Certainly makes it easier, doesn't it, if you want to get it all in one roof like I did myself as well.
Yeah, certainly.
It's been an absolute pleasure you showing us round and showing the viewers round. But as a lot of people that follow the channel know, I always like to try to give back to the viewers. Is there any possible way, being my normal whisperer self, that we can do a bit of a giveaway?
I had a feeling this was coming, James.
Well, you always got to ask, ain't you? So I'll let Andrew have a think.
Yeah, so I'll give you one of these. I think you had good success with it last time.
Happy
The activator.
days.
And then we're also throwing one of the lactos as well.
Mate, that's much appreciated.
That's all right.
Happy days. So you guys can be in the chance of winning this and this. We just got to think of a question now, mate.
Yes. So I'm covering this up so you can't cheat, but how many spray tips did we have on the drum that we tested?
On the wet test earlier on. And it's been featured in the video a couple of times.
Yeah, it's been popped up here and there as well, that one.
Happy days. Right then, so the competition will start from when you see this video. It will be announced the winner on the 10th of September 2025. Unfortunately, down to the postage reasons of us sending that away, it's going to be mainland UK only. Basically, write it down in the comment section. Any of the terms and conditions, read the YouTube video description and in the comment section, and all that yibbity yabbada being said, well, write down the answer, whatever you think it is. You're in for the chance of winning that. Bosh. Right then, Andrew, been an absolute pleasure you having us down, doing a bit of filming, but I think it's about time I wrap this video up.
Yeah.
So on that note, happy days, and as I say on the channel, if I don't see you in a week, I'll see you through a window.
Hope you all liked the video. That's us done for the day. Now time for me to drive us 4.5 hours home. Make sure you like the video and we'll catch you on the next one.